If you've noticed a slow air leak, or maybe you've recently hit a pothole or something else in the road, then it's possible that you may have a cracked wheel rim. And if you do have a crack in a wheel rim, then it's really easy to check for it, because it'll actually be visible on the wheel. So you can literally just have a really good look around all of the outside edges. But to be honest, you're unlikely to find it on the front, because the front of the wheel is really strong because it has all these spokes that reinforce it. If you have a crack on a wheel rim, it's almost certainly on the inside edge, which is harder to see. Now, of course, you can just take that wheel off and check it. But actually on most cars, it's just really easy just to look under the car and see if the wheel rim is cracked. What you do have to do though is keep moving the car just a little bit to make sure you've checked all of the wheel. So here I'm just checking all the way around the edge of the wheel rim and having a look to see if I can see the crack in it. And if I can't, then I'm moving the car just a little bit and then doing it again. As you can see here, I've found a crack in the wheel rim, and they are usually quite visible, so you can really clearly see this hairline crack. I already knew about my cracked alloy wheel, but Mercedes also spotted it during a service, as you can see here.
Your near side front wheel is cracked, as you can see there. Your offside wheel has had a repair.
And they gave me a price of £1,150 to replace the two front alloy wheels. Now you can repair a wheel rim, but it's not really a DIY job. What you need to do is find a really good garage who specialises in alloy wheel repair. And I'll talk you through the process. The first thing they'll do is drill at the very end of the crack, and they'll drill it all the way through, and this is to stop the crack from spreading any further. After that, then they'll grind a slot down the crack, so effectively they're grinding the crack away, and also it's making it really clean at the same time. They'll also polish away the paint or any corrosion that's in the area. At this stage, your cracked wheel rim will be looking a little bit like this, and note that the edges of the slot have been beveled as well. Now it's ready for TIG welding, and again, this will be a really experienced welder doing this sort of work. As you can see here, it's been welded up really well, and so the next job is to grind it back and make it really smooth, and also to do a little bit of reshaping on the edge of the rim if required. And finally, most alloy wheel repair places will then put like a thin coating of a sealant along the repaired edge, and that'll just make sure that your tyre seals well against it when they refit it again. Okay, so you may be wondering why so many cars get cracked wheel rims now, and it seems to be in particular Mercedes and BMW cars that suffer from it the most. Well, the first one is wheels on cars just seem to be getting bigger and bigger, and at the same time the profiles on the tyres are getting smaller. So for example, on this Mercedes, it's got 20-inch wheels, but it's only got a 35 profile on there. So it's a very thin wall on the tyre, and that means it doesn't absorb very much shock from potholes and other things that you hit in the road. In addition, these larger wheels seem to require higher air pressures. So on this Mercedes, the tyres need 39 psi front and back. And so these high air pressures make the tyre wall stiffness even higher, and less able to absorb any shocks from bumps in the road. And of course, the final and probably the biggest contributing factor is run flat tyres. These tyres work by having a really stiff wall anyway. That's how they allow you to keep driving even when the tyre goes flat. They're so stiff they kind of keep the shape. All of these factors that I just described just means any bumps or things you hit on the road transmit all of that force and shock directly into the wheel. And so it seems like a crack in the wheel rim from time to time is almost inevitable, really. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more car content just like this, then please consider subscribing, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.